What up, everybody? This is Gunner. Now, you guys all just saw the video with Texas Pastor John Hagee. Now, I want to start off by saying this kind of saddened me to hear because my grandfather, when I was growing up, I remember that the one thing he always had on his TV was Pastor John Hagee. For some reason, despite being an atheist, I never really minded him I don't know why. I just never really minded him. And now, let me tell you like this. I'm not your typical liberal atheist that wants everything banned, that they don't believe in. Shit like that. It's not my style, man. You understand? I don't have any problem with religion other than the fact that, I think it's bullshit. And the fact that I think it's responsible for more deaths with mankind than anything ever in the history of the universe and history of Earth. Now, with that being said, I'm a firm believer in the Constitution. I'm a firm believer in your right to practice your religion. Practice any religion you want. If you want to worship a ham sandwich, that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you choose to worship, that's on you. I don't believe in you forcing your shit on me, and I won't force my shit on you. So, unless you're my kids, and then I have a problem with it. But you're not, so we'll keep moving. Now, as you saw in the video, you see in this article, he wants atheists to get on a plane and leave the country. Now, I have a problem with that altogether. It's like this, John Hagee. Number one, you may try to connect the United States of America and religion all you want, but all you got to do is look around at the shit that's going on. And if you think that by any means the United States of America is a walking advertisement for the goodness of God, there's something wrong with you, dude. Seriously. I mean, if you really look at it, I would say, despite the fact everybody in America claims to be godly, we're pretty not godly. I mean, we're a pretty fucked up nation, and that's the truth. And I'm a patriot. I love America, but that's the thing about being a libertarian and being, I live down here in Florida. I live down south, and I see all the good old boys, I love my Jesus type motherfuckers. And let me say this. I ain't got no problem with that. But I also see the ignorance whenever you ask them to explain something. I'm not a person that hasn't read the Bible. I studied with Jehovah's Witnesses for many, many years. I understand the Bible thoroughly. I understand the Bible. And that's why I'm able to call it bullshit. Now, it would be easy for me to sit there and fire back and say, well, no, you religious folk lead the country. But I'm not going to do that. Because your premise behind what you're saying is absolutely correct. If motherfuckers don't like Christmas, then don't celebrate it. That's just the bottom line. This is a religious ceremony. This is the same reason why I don't understand why gays want to get married. These are religious ceremonies. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, same thing with the holidays. These are, even though Christmas has nothing to do with Jesus, nothing at all, because he's not born on the 25th, and it's all a bunch of shit commercialized to make money, the point of it is, you Christians think it is. I say us atheists need to let you have the shit. So, I don't believe that we should go into a religious celebration and start changing the names just because we're atheists. So in that sense, John Hagee, I do agree with you 100%. It's your shit. Us coming in there trying to change or affect your celebration would be like you coming in my house trying to control what I make for dinner. I would tell you fuck you and I'd probably fight you. Just for even having a fucking retard moment in order to do that. I mean, it makes no sense for us as atheists to come in here into your turf, your holiday, and say, no, let's take Christ out of it. Listen, I may think it's the stupidest holiday known to man, and I do. However, same thing with Easter. However, it's not mine to control. You know how I control Christmas? I don't celebrate it. I completely celebrate something completely different. I celebrate what I celebrate based on the facts as I see it. And it ain't Christmas. With that being said, let's go ahead and read this article. In a sermon on Sunday, Texas megachurch pastor John Hagee advised atheists and humanists to take your Walkman and stuff it into your ears, or just leave the country. if you don't like hearing Merry Christmas or carols like Joy to the World. Now, with that being said, okay, I do agree with the take the Walkman in your ears and stuff it. If you don't like what you're hearing, man, change the channel, get the fuck away, don't listen to it. Now, leave the country. This is where some of you religious folks piss me off. America is not yours because you believe in God. And I'm quite appalled that you believe that it is. This one nation under God stuff, you're taking too far. I am okay with the fact that Christianity seems to be America's chosen religion, and I can roll with that. But at the same time, John Hagee, you're not a Catholic, and Catholicism is actually the biggest of the Christian religions, so to speak. So my thing is this. What if Catholicism turned to you and said, you know what, you Baptists, you Southern Baptists, get the fuck out of here. You know, because you're not believing what we believe. How would you feel then? Because that's what you're doing to us. You're saying that we're not Americans, or we should leave if we don't believe that this is one nation under God. I want to make it very clear to you. I love the fact that people are free to believe as they please. I love the fact that you believe what you believe. You gave my grandfather many, many years of joy, and I love that, and I appreciate that. And if that's what he believed when he passed, then I'm all for that. That's okay. I think it was a lot of time wasted, because this is what a lot of religious folks do. They live their life focused on the afterlife, and they end up passing up a lot of cool shit that they could be doing while they're actually alive. Everybody's so worried about getting to heaven or hell, and you forget that you're alive here. You're alive now. And so all that damn time that you're spending on the afterlife, what if there is no afterlife? What if you're wrong? And this is all you had? This 60 to 80 years or whatever we have here, what if you're wrong? Which I think you are. But anyway, leave this country. First of all, you know how many atheists fight in the military? Seriously? You know how many atheists defend your fat ass every single day? And I can say you're fat because I'm fat. John Hagee, atheists defend you each and every single day. You understand what I'm saying? If it wasn't for some of us atheists, you would be dead. And trust me, I know how the right-wing religious folk are. I know you like your war. So, with that being said, if you were to walk into a room full of military soldiers that have just defended you in war, would you not say thank you to the atheist ones? That's my question. With that being said, you know, I hate to see that it's flat out discrimination, man. And I'm not a liberal. I don't give a shit about discrimination. I don't give a fuck. Like who you like. But dude, you're in a position where you're preaching to a lot of people, and you're telling them that if we don't agree with you, we should leave the country. As if you're all American and I'm not. With that being said, I will never respect you again, sir. And unfortunately, this is how a lot of the pastors are. And it makes me sad. Anyway, let's keep it going. Planes are leaving every hour on the hour. Get on one, Hagee added, speaking from his Cornerstone Church in San Antonio. Sunday's sermon was not the first time the televangelist suggested non-believers leave the country. In June 2012 sermon, Hagee, who is also the CEO of Global Evangelism Television, told the atheists watching his telecast that this country was not built for atheists nor by atheists. Really? Now, how stupid is it? How stupid is discrimination and segregation in every other aspect of this world, especially here in America? What makes this any less stupid? That's what it is. You're segregating shit. And even worse is you're ignorantly doing it. You don't think that none of the people that helped build this country were atheists, sir? Really? I'm appalled by the ignorance that you've shown. And knowing that you're this old, with this much ignorance, I can't believe you've been on the air this long. It makes me, I'm shocked. But it is what it is. It was built by Christian people who believed in the word of God, he says. If our belief in God offends you, move. No. If your belief in God offends me, I should just shut the fuck up, and because it's none of my business. Is the actual true response. I don't know why I should move. If everybody on my block believed in child molestation, and I don't, should I move? No. That's their fucking problem, and I hope they all go to jail or whatever. But, I mean, that sounds ridiculous. Hagee, who endorsed Senator John McCain. Oh, hold on, let me finish this quote. Hagee said before informing atheists that we don't want you and we won't miss you, I promise you. How Christian is that? How lovely is that, Mr. Hagee? It's my problem with you fucking Christians. You got all this love in your heart from Jesus, but yet you say stupid shit like this. You don't want us, you don't need us. Right. Because that's what Jesus would do, right? Probably. Now, I agree with Hagee on a lot of issues. This is not one of them. It's not one of them. This is the same guy that said that Hurricane Katrina happened as a punishment by God to kill gays. And God sent Adolf Hitler as a hunter to kill Jewish people for disobedience and rebellion. This is what John Hagee said. Now, I'm not a big gay supporter at all. At all. I think what they do in their own personal bedrooms is their business, but I don't want to know about it. It's their problem. I think it's a nasty act. But then again, to them, me and a chick is probably a nasty act. So it's a matter of opinion. But to sit there and say that God killed them? And God sent Adolf Hitler to kill the Jews? Man, there's something fucking wrong with you, dude. Seriously. If that's the kind of God you worship, I'm glad I'm an atheist, sir. And I don't have to leave your country. You know why? Because you can't. There's nothing you can fucking do about it. Come make me leave your country. You can't. So with that being said, shut the fuck up. I believe in your freedom to say and feel and worship however you want. But when you say some stupid shit, you're going to get called out, just like I do. I get called out on KOT Productions YouTube page all the time because other people don't agree with my shit. And that's fine. You don't see me fighting with them. You don't see me arguing with them. It is what it is. They have the right to go to my page or not. But what you're talking about is leave the country as if you own it. Sir, you don't own shit. At all. And if there is a God, if you're the type of person he wants to kick it with, then fuck God. Because at the end of the day, there was a lot of people that died in Hurricane Katrina that was not gay. And you have no remorse for that at all. Which now makes you scum to me. I'll give you the right to say what you want. I believe in the First Amendment. But at the end of the day, you religious people are taking shit way too far. Way too far. When you act as if this country's yours. It's not. I'm not a liberal. I'm not an atheist. I mean, I'm not a worshiper of God. I'm not a bigot. But yet, some people probably consider I do because I'm not fond of the gay act. But I still don't want to see them dead. And I still would never say something happened, a natural disaster happened to kill them sent by God. And I definitely wouldn't support Adolf Hitler as a minion of God. But maybe he is. And maybe that's the problem. With that being said, I'm King Gunner. It's KOT Productions. I'm out of here. 1.